Hey there, Miss Moto family. Wanted to come back with an update from Hallett. This is the track that stumped me the most last year, and I wouldn't say that I have it completely figured out, but I did make it through several practice sessions and a bit of an endurance race without anything but the wheels touching the ground. So I'm gonna call that a success. It's got two particular turns. One, a hard left as you're coming down a hill that's a little bit challenging for me, and the other, the one that I got to really see the grass up close last year, is a left and then a sweeping right and then up the hill. I think I finally did find a line that works for me and allowed me to get my bearings and not be too concerned about running off the course or the race line. So that was a victory for me. I did feel, frankly, quite a bit more anxiety and stress than I expected, really, on both Friday and Saturday in both of my sessions. So much so that I kind of debated working through it or not, but my ambition and want to get back out there prevailed, and I'm glad it did. In my second session on Friday, probably the best session that I've had on this bike. I finally could just focus on riding and focus on the line and not worry so much about the technical aspects of the bike. Last year I primarily rode my R6. This is an R3, and I didn't think there would be much difference, but there is quite a bit, particularly in the shifting and when you're taking a gear off in the engine braking. It's quite different. On the 6, you can take gears off faster, and on the 3, not so much. You've got to plan it out or use some other techniques that folks were teaching me this weekend. So I've got some work to do in that respect. Planning to get back to MSR Houston for some practice days before the next round. But all in all, feeling really good about the decision to park the R6 for a little while and focus on the 3. I can see where really learning to stay on the throttle is the skill that I most need to work on. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited about endurance. This was my first time to really ever try a 6-hour event, and I really enjoyed it. And I learned some things. There's a whole lot of setup that goes on before and after that weren't quite prepared for. Super thankful to the guys that jumped in, were willing to ride with me, and a special shout out to Ross Brady, who that morning realized that we didn't have a great plan and got busy getting a fire extinguisher and getting a sign and really getting all the things we needed to be a proper endurance team. And it was a lot of fun. Kale Essman, Mo, and of course Hamlet starting us off. Had a great team. They were super kind in letting me get some reps and really time it the way that I needed to. It was overall a fantastic experience. Anytime you can make it a 12-hour trip up and back and pretty much have everything in one piece is a good trip. So excited that the RV did well, the motorcycle did well, and able to get back out there and call it a victory. For me, I'm going to check that off and move on to the next set of goals. So if there's anything more you'd like to know, just comment below with questions. I'd be happy to answer and keep you posted on my journey. Till next time.